Capturing movement on film seems incredibly straightforward. You just film people while they move, right? For beginners and professionals alike, movement is still a really commonly mishandled filmic concept. And we're not just talking about fights and chases here, though they are a great place to start. Movement is everywhere.
I'd like to talk to the inspector.
You can speak to the inspector, but I can promise you he will tell you exactly the same thing as I am. Hello, Nicholas.
At its core, capturing movement on screen is about constructing fluid motion and communicating a mood, feeling, pace, or rhythm. In chases and fights, it's about having that movement maintain or increase in intensity. And this boils down to how you cut. Using the 180-degree rule to maintain screen direction, alongside utilising cuts on action, where, during the movement you cut in or to a different angle, works to ensure that each shot builds on the pace of the last and the movement makes sense contextually. Unless you're going for the messy and frantic Jason Bourne style, returning to wider shots help reorient the viewer and maintain context. Making sure that actions carry naturally through to the next shot is paramount. When you're piecing together shots to show an action that carries from one shot to another, you need to allow for and obey real-world physics, or at least those of the world of the film. And the last and probably most subtle factor is ensuring that the frame is never devoid of movement. A still or empty frame can stall the momentum and bring everything undone. The exception is obviously when the pace is meant to slow down, like a moment of climax or a rest beat within a longer sequence. It's all well and good in theory, but like a lot of editing, it's hard to study it with examples where it's done well. When it is done well, the action moves fluidly as each changing shot seamlessly syncs the action of the previous shot while building on its inherent momentum. When it's done poorly, it can unravel the world of the film. It seems a little counterintuitive, but in action scenes, the longer you stay on a single shot, the more you pull your audience out of their immersion in the world of the film. But it's not just chases and fights, it can make any action more dynamic. Cuts on action, and a few match cuts, can turn a boring everyday action into an event. As an editor, you're trying to elicit the feeling in the audience that the character has in the scene. Keep them in that scene, engaged, and feeling like they're there. Clever cuts can transcribe, echo, replicate, and manipulate our emotions and our physiology. All the opposite does is remind us that we're watching a film.